Bird of Prey 5. Hail Karuga.
Qapla!
Qapla.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird of Prey 5 channel. Hail Karuga.
Hello world! It's Bird of Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Monday, July 29th, 2024. And man, are my arms tired. 47 Yorktown, first in the chat today with Happy National Lasagna Day. And yeah, I was almost going live with that title, but then I didn't have the strength. I didn't have the strength to type it in, so I just erased. Actually, I forgot what it was. So I went live with no title, a bland title, just the date. But it is indeed Happy National Lasagna Day. Richie Poole with 2 alpacas. Welcome, Richie Poole. Hakeem says Happy National Chicken Wings Day. And hail Karuga. Hail Karuga. And yeah, National Chicken Wing Day was another possibility for today. Captain, fan of nerd, says hello. Welcome, Captain. LDG at Free the Neck says, hey guys, welcome LDG. Outlaw Bill says, Qapla, brother warrior, Bird of Prey 5. All should hail Karuga. Absolutely. All should hail. Mr. Londell's groovy movies. Sierra says Qapla, Mr. Londell. And Captain Phantom Nerd says hail on Karuga. And I am the Captain Phantom Nerd says hail on Karuga. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. 47 Yorktown says hello, young sir. Hello, 47. Yvette, the lovely Yvette, says good evening, Bird, and everyone. Good evening to the lovely Yvette. And Yvette says, Bird, as a Carogan citizen, I would like to offer my services as your chief scientific advisor. Resume is available. I appreciate that, Yvette. However, I am my own chief scientific advisor. But maybe we could find like a secondary a position. It never hurts to have an additional scientific advisors. Gorilla's random thoughts is Qapla. Gotta lurk. Lurk away, Gorilla. Lurk away. And Jim's Landscape LLC is in the house. Says hello to everyone. And says to please check out Promises, Promises, Promises. And a link to the video. So what's going on here? Yeah, we go.
You gotta say hello to his.
Yeah. Joanna says hello. It's she
What is your problem, little
well, we'll talk about that some other point. Yeah. Hold on. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. So, well,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough day. I'm gonna be honest. It's not been a good day for me. Where I'm I am in a tough, rough position again. I had an appointment, a doctor's appointment today, with my pulmonologist, and unfortunately, she did not have great news for me. She's going to try to increase the strength of the CPAP machine I use at night, which is really a ventilator. We'll see if it helps. She increases the strength of it. It's going to take time, but she's got to give it time. The people from Africa to come and make the adjustments. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Not making sense. No, I'm sorry. And then comes back. Yeah. He's back. Yes, we're discussing.
We're discussing my medical condition behind me. I'm afraid. See you later.
You all right?
Yes. Anyway. She'll be back after a little bit of a mission she is set up on. But anyway. Hello world. It's been one of those days. What are you guys thinking of today? Any particular things of interest? Let me know. Let me know. Let's go check. Let's go check. Um, there we go. National Lasagna Day. Looks delicious, but probably a little saltier, a little too salty for me. National Lipstick Day. That would be an impressive day. Splurge on the high-end crimson lipstick you've been eyeing. I always love that red lipstick. Cheese Sacrifice Purchase Day. Keep reading to learn the history of cheese and new ways of sacrificing cheese. Interesting. International Tiger Day. Let's let out a big roar. It's the day of the big cats. Interesting. International Tiger Day. Puja. Take a break from the singing and dancing as we quietly observe Curb Puja. Interesting. National Challenge Champions and Heroes Awareness Day. Raising awareness about this topic is something that cannot wait. Join us in commemorating this day. National Challenge Champions and Heroes Awareness Day. And it's a woman in a wheelchair. So I guess that means physically challenged. National Get Gnarly Day. Get Gnarly Day. Embrace new ideas and get ready to do something exciting today. Like jumping out of a plane with 12 other people in some type of buckyball formation. Apparently, that's something gnarly. National Wing Day. Spicy, sweet or spicy. Let's raise a glass and down a few wings to celebrate. The only, I tell you, McDonald's Mighty Wings, whatever they were called, those wings changed my life. It changed the way I ate. They were so delicious. Plus, everybody else seemed to hate them. I was the only person who liked them, which was good because they were often on sale. Yeah, I don't get me wrong, there was no way I would have paid, but they were expecting people would pay $2 to $3 a wing. And so like $4, $6 for a relatively small 3-piece wing. And no, that might have been too much of that. But once they got like $1 a wing or less, I was happy to pay that. And it was just deliciousness. It tasted good. And yeah. That's where the Mighty Wing should have been left on the menu. But they wanted it to be like $5 a wing. $5 a wing, Jesus Christ, might as well just be a drumstick for $5 a wing. Rain Day, bring out your favorite umbrellas and raincoats to celebrate Rain Day. And Wallace and Futuna Territories Day. Everything you need to know about the Wallace and Futuna Territory Day is here, which I can tell has something to do with France. Why the hell else would anybody use the French flag in the top corner of their own flag? It is what it is. I'm really curious about this cheese sacrifice Purchase Day. Supposedly a United States holiday. Cheese Sacrifice Purchase Day is celebrated every year on July 29th. The point about this holiday is to buy cheese specifically to sacrifice it by cutting a piece and putting it on a mousetrap. That way, you can rid your house of mice every year. At least that seems to be the original idea behind it. Nowadays, people see it as something very antiquated, since many have new methods of pest control. Studies show mice don't even like cheese. For those reasons, many have been trying to reinvent the holiday. And why does it mean to sacrifice cheese? History of cheese sacrifice, Purchase Day. Cheese has been present for millennia, well before written history. The oldest direct evidence of cheese making was discovered in a 7,000-year-old piece of pottery in Poland. While the first documented evidence of cheese dates from the second millennium BC, it comes from Sumerian cuneiform text of the third dynasty of Ur. The pressing and salting of curdled milk could have been the start of cheese marketing. The first cheeses were sour and salty, and a texture similar to rustic cottage cheeses of modern feta. Wow. At the start of the ancient Roman era, cheese became a sophisticated delicacy, and many foreign kinds of cheese were important to Rome, and thirsty were imported to Rome, and to Rome to satisfy the taste of the social elite. Pliny's Natural History from the year 77 AD devotes from the year 77 AD devotes 2 whole chapters to the many types of cheese the Romans, the many types of cheese the Romans enjoyed. And Quapla de Rustica, circa 65 AD, details a cheese-making process involving Rene coagulation, pressing of the record, pressing of the curve, salting and aging. Most cheese were initially recorded in the late Middle Ages, though there may be, though they may parade this era. Cheddar dates from the 1100s, Parmesan to late Middle Ages. Although there may be predate this era. Cheddar dates from the 1100s. Parmesan was recorded in 1957, ground Gouda in 1697, and Camembert in 1791.
Did you tell them that'd be a test?
I didn't tell them there was going to be a test. But everybody should always assume there's going to be a test. That's always a good advice from Mama Craig.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You didn't interrupt my train of thought. In the Americas, conquistadors and the Inca and other Andine cultures consumed llama cheese. Since the European colonization, local cheeses have been developed across both North and South America. The first factory and industrialized in the Americas, conquistadors, Inca, and other cultures consumed llama cheese. Since the European colonization, local cheeses have been developed across both North and South America. By European colonization, local cheeses have been developed across both North and South America. The first factory for industrialization of cheese opened in Switzerland in 1815. North and South America. Since the other European colonization, local cheeses have been developed across both North and South America. The first for industrial production of cheese opened in Switzerland in 1815. However, large-scale production found real success of cheese opened across a lot of things. Since Since the European production of local cheeses have been developed both North and South America, however, large-scale production have found real success in the United States. Jesse Williams, a dairy farmer from Rome, New York, began making cheese in an assembly line fashion in 1861. Wow. They're really telling me that there was a podcast, in 1815. Bullshit. Bullshit. There was no podcast then. I don't even think you can claim there was a podcast that dated back to 1851. Because no one would know what it was. Like, what the fuck is a podcast? That's all bullshit. Anyway. Yeah, I shouldn't have even continued with this thing of claiming it's a podcast. Okay. Cheese sacrifice, purchase day activities. Eat your favorite cheese. Purchase expensive cheese. And try crazy amounts of cheese. Italy has at least 400 cheeses. The moon is made of green cheese. Cheese was discovered by accident. Some cheese is illegal. It's illegal in the Americas. And it says, the law that says raw cheese is legal only after it's been aged for at least 60 days. This is up for elimination. Some cheese is illegal in America. The law says raw cheese is legal only after it has been aged for at least 60 days. This is to eliminate or adequately reduce E. coli and salmonella. And if foreign cheese doesn't follow this U.S. standard, it cannot be imported. And finally, caves are used to age cheese. As weird as it sounds, the best way to age cheese due to cool and humid environment. The weird as it sounds, it's the best way to age cheese due to cool, humid environment. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Keely Chow says, hey everybody. Hey Keely. Mike Richards says Garfield words, proudly saying, I hate Mondays. Or he hates the Mondays. So Gilly Chow calls out to Captain Phantom Nerd, who says hello to Gilly Chow. Stanley says, I think it would make great. I think it would be great if Robert Downey Jr. played Doom completely. Played Doom completely. Either I think it would be great, he's saying, if Robert Downey Jr. played Doctor Doom completely, either in the mask or in a heavy mask or in heavy makeup, and with some unrecognizable scream act. Stan Lee says they say they hired him because something else, and some unrecognizable visuals. Stan Lee says they had various things. Stan Lee says they had to take cheese for him because he was 13 or 14. I'm sorry. It's going to be a big change. I've been making cheese since I was 13 or 14, says Stanley. Arabic Sander says, Qapla, Birdo Pray 5. Qapla Arabic Sander. Hakeem is waving, says, I wondered why total strangers would have kept telling me I found cheeses. Hakeem, yes, a legal answer. And Arabic Sander says Qapla Arabic. And Mike Richards says, I wonder why did total strangers kept telling me I found cheese. Hakeem says, what's the better Caesar? What's the better cheese? Nips or Cheez-Its?
Captain's log, stardate 7414.1.
Our best estimates place us some 4 hours from Earth.
And John Araki with a 99-cent Super Poop super sticker. Thank you, John. And Admiral Teague, using his 9-month friend of Karoga super chat, says, I will save us Star Trek. So Captain, so Admiral Teague is going to save Star Trek for us. He's taking out the risk, and he is saying he's going to save Star Trek. So mighty big thanks, Admiral Teague. Taking a lot of risk to take ready to get access to all our Star Trek commands, and he thinks he can keep the Star Trek brand together with other funnier things have happened, but it seems like a disaster selling the wrong book. We will see what happens. Admiral Teague says, "Hey everybody, Daniel's hot topic." Says, "Hey to Admiral Teague." Captain Phantom Nerd says, "Hey to Admiral Sonder." Jeff B says, "Qapla Bird, Jim, Yvette, and all." Captain Phantom Nerd is checking in. Jeff B says, "Qapla Bird Prey 5, Jim, Yvette, Gorilla, and all." Captain Phantom Nerd says, "Hey to Admiral Teague." And Admiral Teague says, "Hey to Averick, and hail, Turtle." And he says, "If RDJ plays the room and Turtle Prey 5 does a good job, no one will be happy because he won't be anything like Tony Stark." Well, that's fair enough. If people don't do it, it's not their fault. Stanley says to Admiral Teague, "Yeah, it was great if you just kept the mask on as the time does a really crazy accent, and nobody can even tell it's him. JP says illegal cheese in the U.S. equal cock cheese. I don't mean nacho. It's nacho cheese. What do you call stolen cheese? Not your cheese. It's nacho cheese. JP says illegal cheese in the U.S. equals cock cheese. Admiral Teague says, what did he say? I don't know. What am I clicking on? Okay. Stanley says to Admiral Teague, yeah, it would be great if he just kept the mask on after all the time. Don't do it twice. Maybe talk to them after. JP says illegal crew, illegal cheese in the U.S. 15 minus cooked cheeses. JP says illegal cheeses down in the U.S. Why we love cheese sacrifice purchase day. It's a day to appreciate cheese. Any day where you can eat cheese is a good day. But through this article, you can also appreciate the history of how much work goes into cheese making before it's sacrificed. It's an interesting amount of work that goes into cheese making. It's a day to appreciate a new type of cheese. We believe in trying new things and broadening your horizons. It's always a good thing. It's because there are so many cultures that there are so many ways of making cheese, and being able to appreciate them is a way to appreciate other cultures. And finally, it's another chance to share. Of course, this is all better with others. Invite friends and family over, give them to eat a meal that has a lot of cheese in it, or have them taste different types of cheese on their own. It's a good moment to introduce them to your favorite kinds of cheese and bond with them. Well, I mean, how much bonding can you do if your favorite type of cheese is just like polio string cheese? when I think of paleo string cheese, I feel like, why not just sell paleo string cheeses that are already covered with you know, egg, and uh, you can also have some type of breadcrumb filling, and then you could just cover it with breadcrumb and put it into a heavy a deep fryer and fry up mozzarella sticks. And oh, those used to be the best type of mozzarella stick. And then take it. You guys remember how good mozzarella sticks used to be? Uh, they used to be good mozzarella sticks. Then they kind of became shitty, and yeah, those were the good old days. The good old days of mozzarella sticks. Let's see. Admiral Teague, a 5-month member of Karogan, as a Karogan orphan, says, "I will save Star Trek." Congratulations to Admiral Teague. Somebody needs to save Star Trek. Stanley says, Admiral Teague, yeah, would be great if he just kept the mask on all the time, does a crazy accent, and nobody can even tell it's him. JP says illegal cheese in the U.S. equals cocked cheese. Admiral Teague says Stanley says, I think it's a bad idea. The more I think about it, the more reasons I can come up with it wouldn't. Stan Lee says to Hakeem, interesting, like Cheese Whiz or Velveeta. Admiral Teague says 1.9 thousand viewers on Saturday was a pretty good start. Congratulations for Admiral Teague. JP says Velveeta is poop. I like Velveeta. I also like cheddar. I also like just regular old Kraft macaroni and cheese. Now I can't eat, I don't eat it anymore because of the high sodium content in regular mac and cheese. But Mama Cray has her recipe for cheese. If you do mac and cheese made out of like a cheddar, generally that's very low sodium. and still delicious. So it makes a very good custom homemade mac and cheese, low in sodium, but just as delicious as any other. Schwario, Qapla Schwario. Says Bird will play 5, Qapla Bird. It's been a while, my friend. Hope you and the family are doing well today. Well, Schwario, I hope you're doing well. If you heard me talking and then I think I fell asleep. I think I fell asleep there for a couple minutes. I think you can already see not doing the best today. I don't know why JP's is saying Velveeta is poop. Schwario's is Qapla Bird. Yes, it has been a while. Admiral Teague says very well then. If I can't save it, I'll destroy it. Computer, activate franchise destruct sequence. Release section 31. Hakeem says Stan Lee, I'm a Cheese Whiz fan myself. Admiral Teague says nacho cheese, the most popular food uptown Manhattan. And JP says, Bird, you awoke. You're awake. Yes, I woke up a little, got a little energy. Got a little energy in the middle of the stream. Melted Copper says, I felt like it was the 90s and the Star Wars lesbian space witches would have been a much hotter and more accepted. And Melted Copper says, so this fourth space baby thing is a power you can do to a person because kids didn't have horns. That fourth alien was forced to claw some other lady's kid with none of her DNA. And Trials of Vertebrae 5, the power of cheese. JP says, yeah, Lowell, yeah, American cheese. Love me some microplastic infused cheese. Daniel's Hot Topics says cheese is awesome. 47 Yorktown says hashtag like Velveeta. JP's says you have to know where to find good mozzarella sticks. And Trario loves mozzarella sticks. Admiral Teague says, thanks, buddy. JP's says Kraft mac and cheese with cut up wieners in it. Admiral Teague says, let's get something straight. American cheese is the greatest cheese in the world. It's the taste of freedom. Cinnabon Bunny is in the house. Hello, Cinnabon. Cinnabon, been watching your latest round of hatched. I saw 3. You had 3 new hatched hatchlings today. I don't know. Hopefully, they're all still going. But yeah, they were last I checked. Hope 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 you got some way of keeping them all together, or how you're going to integrate the first and second generations, and later I'm sure there'll be a third generation. You know, yeah. Good luck with that. Cinnabon has been streaming quite a bit lately. Dana's Hot Topics says, let's all celebrate the 30th anniversary of Jim Carrey's The Mask today, on Monday, July 29th. 30 years ago, The Mask came out today. Okay. I don't know. My favorite Jim Carrey movie, Ace Ventura, I think is just stupid. But his other movies, they're not too bad. And with the one where he goes, what's it? Not so much for comedy, but the Truman Show. That was interesting, at least. That was a good one. And the one where he can't lie, that was, to be honest, I don't really like it too much either, because it seems stupid, but I guess I could live with it. It's a hell of a lot better than the movie, The Invention of Lying, which had nothing to do with lying. It was all about religion in the end. At least Jim Carrey's lying was just related to being a lawyer and legal stuff. They didn't take a hard line anti-religion viewpoint for a movie that's all about fun and games. Admiral Teague says, let's get something straight. American cheese, I read, is the greatest in the world. The taste of freedom. Admiral Teague says, if the lesbian force witches had been hot, question, the accolade would have worked now. Pornhub is thriving for a reason. Cinnabon says, there's 4 now. Awesome. We got 4 from the second generation. JP says, Bunny, are you going to train them to fight? So we can place wagers on them, says JP. Gorilla says, the mac and cheese with the sauce instead of powder and peas and tuna. Admiral Teague says, the power of 1, the power of 2, the power of many. And he says, Cameron Diaz is still pretty hot. JP says, liar, liar. And Stanley, that was the movie that is similar to the invention of lying. Cameron Diaz is still pretty hot. Liar, liar. And Stanley says, Vertebrae 5, what about Dumb and Dumber? Oh, I hate Dumb and Dumber. I hate Dumb and Dumber. Daniel's hot topic says, liar, liar. Stan Lee says, Jeff Daniels. Hakeem says, I loved the mask. Admiral Teague says the Daniels hot topics, no, it's true. She looks great. Daniel says the mask was the best. Admiral Teague lolls. Daniel says, Admiral Teague, I know, right? Cameron Diaz is still pretty hot. Admiral Teague says, Daniels, why can't everyone age like she did? And JP says, peas and tuna sounds like serious hobo food. And Daniels says it will be the 30th anniversary of Dumb and Dumber in December. 30th anniversary of Dumb and Dumber this December. And Outlaw Bill says, damn you, Teague. Shut up, you butthead. I hate that you bought this. Outlaw Bill says, damn you, Teague. Shut up, you butthead. I hate that you brought that up. This is back in war. This is war. Uh-oh. Outlaw Bill is pissed that Admiral Teague brought up something. What did he bring up? That Cameron Diaz is still pretty hot. Huh? Oh, number of viewers on Saturday. Oh, that was way earlier. Admiral Teague. That's what you think? That what Outlaw Bill is mad about? You what? You could. I think it was Bill's angry over the 1.9K audience that Teague claimed to have. Outlaw Bill says, damn you, Teague. Shut up, you butthead. I hate that you brought that up. This is bargain war. Why are you at war with Admiral Teague, Bill? How about that? How about you give an answer? Anyway. Um, JP says, Cameron daisies, look at all, looks like fell out of the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. That's very unfortunate. And, okay. Oh, let's check the news. Venezuelans take to the streets of Caracas to protest Maduro's claim that he won. Uh, Several Latin American nations doubt Venezuelan strongman's election plan. Well, it's weird now. How do you deal with that? Who's to say? See it, Jennifer Anderson, doused in oil on the morning show shoot in New York City. San Francisco's viral chicken sandwich has landed in New York. Law and all. Oh, God. New York City solar weather. How to see the northern lights. Meteors this week. Yeah, get out of New York City. It's very easy. Get out of New York City. I feel bad. I feel bad for the kids. I realize growing up, despite growing up in New York City and the fact that, there was certainly a lot of extra light going back, there was plenty of extra light for years and years. There's actually more light now than there probably ever was in New York City. So as a kid, and you'd look up at the sky in New York City, and you could make out still. I mean, there were quite a few stars that you could make out at the time. Now there's just like none. Now there's like nothing out there. Because no matter where you look, there was so much light coming off the ground that reflects up. A lot of it's because of LEDs. They're just so much brighter. So much brighter. It's crazy. It's terrible. What did you say, Mom? Yeah, Mama Pray agrees. Can't see anything anymore. I mean, yes, some of that is because our eyesight got worse, I'm sure. But I think a lot of it is just so much more light. And kids today, like nephew will pray, you're never gonna, I mean, only for when he's not in the city. Like, but that for the most part, that was the same for us. He's not gonna ever realize how much he's missing on an everyday basis. And I have to wonder, even up in the Adirondacks, where it used to be the best, darkest nights I could ever remember. And I mean, even compared to Arizona, though, you would think that in Arizona you'd get much darker nights. I would have thought that hell on the boat when we went on a cruise, I would have thought the cruise at night would have been the darkest place to look up and to see the best results. But no, it was weird. Every the Carogan sky was consistently the darkest, clearest sky I had ever ran into. That includes the fact that, you know, I could be in a very dark 8,000 foot elevation in the Rockies with very little reason for there to be a lot of daylight around. And yeah, it was nice and dark for sure, but it wasn't any darker than 2,000 foot elevation in the Adirondacks, which you would think is a lot more people than in a state like New York, right up against the highway. You would think it would blow away the Rockies, but no, the Rockies always ended up coming in with more people and more light. Israel vows retaliation after soccer field strike killed 12 children. An eye for an eye leaves everyone blind. When war came to a soccer field, there was no time to flee. Routers, don't bomb Beirut. U.S. leads push to rein in Israel's response. The Washington Post, region braces for Netanyahu to decide Israel response to Golan Heights strike. UK stabbing spree. Ouch. 2 kids dead, 9 others injured. At Taylor Swift themed event, deeply shocking. J.D. Vance went viral for cat lady comments. The centuries-old trope has long tail. J.D. Vance of Vance Refrigeration. Republican Vice President nominee Senator J.D. Vance's criticism of prominent Democrats as childless cat ladies has unleashed fury among women, with many now reclaiming the age-old sexist trope as a call to action this election season. A 2021 interview with Fox News host Tucker Carlson, the then Senate candidate Vance complained the U.S. was being run by Democrats, corporate oligarchs, and a, quote, bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. It's just that a basic fact. You look at Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, AOC, the entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children, Vance continued. And how does it make any sense that we've turned our country over to people who don't really have a direct stake in it? Video of the interview resurfaced on social media last week, as did unrelated 2021 tweet in which Vance used the term weird cat ladies as an insult. Vance was already facing scrutiny as a former president, Donald Trump's newly minted running mate, in part for his stance on various family policies. He has called falling U.S. birth rates a civilization crisis and advocated in recent years that adults without children should avoid to pay higher taxes and have fewer voting rights. And his cat lady comments, amplified online by Vice President Harris's presidential campaign, did not land well, to say the least. First, many took issue with the accuracy of his comments. Harris is the stepmother of 2 children, now in their 20s, who famously call her Mamala. 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 Oh, please, Mamala. Their biological mom, Kirsten Emhoff, has publicly decried the baseless attacks and credited Harris for being a loving, nurturing, fiercely protective, and always present co-parent over the last decade. Ella Emhoff, one of Emhoff's daughters, also defended her stepmom as in a post on social media, writing, "I love my 3 parents." That's the way to guarantee 2 Christmases. And Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says, whom Vance also name checked, announced a month after the interview he had and his husband, Chasten, had become parents to twins. We would later learn. Buttigieg told CNN last week that Vance made those comments after Chase and I had been through a fairly heartbreaking setback in our adoption journey. He couldn't have known that, he added, but maybe that's why you shouldn't be talking about other people's children. Vance doubled down after backlash from both sides of the aisle. The sentiment was shared by many who were stung by Vance's comments, including words of politics and entertainment. Critics include former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, actor Whoopi Goldberg, and TV personality Meghan McCain, who retweeted that Vance's comments caused real pain, and I have been activating women across all sides, including most conservative Trump-supporting friends, including my most conservative Trump-supporting friends. It's weird, with your most conservative friends are probably not the Trump supporters. Trump is not a very conservative guy. Even some conservative figures like South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham and Fox News host Trey Godry have publicly shaded Vance's remark. Indeed, targets aside, many critics see the cat lady term as an insult to the growing number of women who don't have kids, whether by choice or not. Gun control activists, is that for me? Guys, I'll be back.
One Day at a Time has moved the craziest cast of characters in some of their zaniest.
Sorry about that, guys. Phone call. Doctors, they're going to come take blood tomorrow. I needed to confirm. Needed to confirm it. Didn't expect them. I didn't realize it was so late. Okay. I don't know what were we talking about. Vance. People didn't like. They wouldn't like Vance calling them crazy cat ladies. Boeing Starliner test thrusters at ISS as NASA reviews option. Whatever. Amazon paid almost $1 billion for Twitch in 2014. It's still losing money. Wow. Amazon paid almost $1 billion for Twitch. The live video service is slowing user growth, and workers are expecting more layoffs. Changes ahead. Amazon paid nearly $1 billion to acquire the live video startup Twitch Interactive in 2014. A decade later, the retail giant has received little financial return on one of its biggest acquisitions. Continue reading with a Wall Street Journal subscription. Fuck you. How about no, buddy? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Boeing Starliner. Space stuff. Boeing Starliner test thrust at ISS. Where astronauts returned to Earth. Spent more than 50 days in space. We're supposed to be home in 2 weeks. Been in space 50 days. 50 days. Jesus Christ. Crew flight test. When you purchase through links on our site, you may earn affiliate credit. Really? That's where you're going to give us that warning right at the top? The first Boeing Starliner to fly astronauts to space performed a crucial in-space test Saturday, July 27th, as the next mission faces a months-long delay. Engineers tested Starliner's reaction control system, RCS thrusters, to prepare for a wider agency review that will evaluate the spacecraft's readiness for landing NASA's astronauts. Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams sometime in August, if it all goes to plan, which it hasn't yet. Teams will evaluate the results of test firings over the next few days as they work through overall studies ahead of the agency's readiness review, NASA officials wrote in a statement on X, formerly Twitter, on Saturday. Starliner faced issues during the debut astronaut docking with the International Space Station. Yeah, the problem it faces is that people are used to designing spacecraft with Kerbal Space Program, and they think it's a game, and so it doesn't work the first time. You just play with it again and again and again until it does work, and then you assume it will always work. And if it does work, you're happy, and it's over, and then they come home, and all is well. But reality is that's not the way you have to do things. Um, 50 days. 50 days after launch to ISS, Boeing Starliner astronauts still have no landing date. Why is he holding roses? Or tulips? Or are they tulips? Whatever they are. NASA astronauts Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore, wearing Boeing spacesuits, smile as they prepare to depart the Neil Armstrong Operations and Checkout Building for Launch Complex 41 to board the Boeing CST-100 Starliner spacecraft with a crew flight test launch at Cape Canaveral Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, Kennedy Space Center on June 1st, 2024. NASA and Boeing have not yet identified how they will fix Starliner's issues, whether by design or by changing the way astronauts in the future fire thrusters. Officials told reporters on Thursday, July 27th. But in the meantime, Starliner 1 will delay to allow a little more time for Starliner to complete the mods for the new test. NASA's Steve Stitch told reporters Stitch is NASA's Commercial Crew Program Manager. Starliner's current space mission, known as Crew Flight Test, CFT, was at first expected to last 10 days. 10 days. It's now been nearly 55 days in space, with the astronauts living off reserve supplies on ISS, already there for the unexpected. The mission is developmental, and as such, there was some uncertainty with the timeline. This isn't uncertainty. This is pure crazy. In a blog post, Boeing officials stated the new RCS test was performed to confirm the performance of each thruster in brief bursts as long as 1.2 seconds each. The RCS has 28 thrusters, but engineers removed one thruster from testing weeks ago as they determined it was unable to fire properly for the return to Earth. Each tested thruster showed peak thrust ranging from 97% to 102%. The helium will also remain stable, Boeing officials wrote. Wilmore and Williams did not directly fire the thrusters, but remained on board Starliner and reported what they were seeing to the ground. The duo are both former U.S. Navy test pilots and have years of experience in developmental aerospace programs. Ground testing on a thruster this month will uncover why CFTs and RCSs had issues. If fired repeatedly, especially in conjunction with the Orbital Maneuvering and Control System, OMAC, thrusters, the doghouses or insulated bays, shattering groups of RCS thrusters tend to heat up, leading thrusters, shield lining, Teflon insulation from their seals. NASA and Boeing also said this issue could not have been uncovered on the ground. Right. Could not have been uncovered on the ground. The hysteria in deli meats update, recalls, maps, hospitalizations rise. That's a big deal for me. I'm pretty sure I'm probably already sick. A hysteria outbreak across the United States has reached Indiana with 5 new hospitalizations in the last week. Oh boy. And in total, the outbreak has now affected 34 people across the country with 33 hospitalizations and 2 fatalities across 13 states. Boar's Head had recently issued a recall of over 207,000 pounds of packaged deli meats due to potential hysteria contamination. The recall comes after days of uncertainty, with health inspectors initially unsure which products to recall. An investigation by the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety Inspection Service discovered traces of listeria on Boar's Head liverwurst at a Maryland store, where it was processed with other meats, raising concern about cross-contamination. This discovery prompted a recall of Boar's Head ready-to-eat liverwurst, as well as several other deli meats produced on the same equipment, including ham, beef salami, and bologna. Listeria. Check. Yes. Check. Negative or positive? Stock image of person holding positive listeria test. In a statement given to the Associated Press, Boar's Head said, "We're cooperating fully with the government authorities and conducting our own investigations into this incident. Deli meats and cold cuts are generally at higher risk from carrying listeria compared to other foods, according to the CDC. Consuming foods contaminated with the bacteria can cause an infection called listeriosis, which is most likely to sicken pregnant women, newborns, and elderly and individuals with compromised immune systems. The CDC website lists symptoms of listeriosis as fever, muscle aches, and fatigue, headache, gastrointestinal illness, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, seizures. In some cases, the infection can be fatal. What states have been affected? Number of sick people, 12. Well, that's New York. New York. A lot are yellow, 1 to 2 sick people. 5 to 6. 5 to 6. What's this? Maryland? Yeah. Yeah. Maryland. The CDC noted the action of people affected is likely higher than reported, and it may extend beyond the currently affected states. This is partly because many people recover without seeking medical advice, without seeking medical care, and may not be tested for listeria. In addition, recent cases may not yet include in the tally, as it usually takes 3 to 4 weeks to confirm whether a case is linked to the outbreak. State and local public health officials are interviewing affected patients about the food they ate in the month before they became ill. Of the 24 people able to be interviewed, 23 people reported eating meats sliced at a deli. Of the 23 people who answered if they ate liverwurst, 13 reported deli sliced liverwurst before getting sick. Of the 7 reported, and 7 reported Boar's Head brand. These deli meats were sliced at a variety of supermarket and grocery store delis. CDC has advised people who purchase this recalled Boar's Head product to either discard them or return them to the store. Additionally, they recommend avoiding deli meats from deli counters unless these meats are reheated to internal temperatures of 165 degrees or until they are steaming hot. It's also important to clean refrigerators, containers, and other surfaces that may have been exposed to sliced deli meats. full list of recalled products, 3 to 5 pound loads of plastic casing in various package, weight packages in retail delis containing Boar's Head, Strauss brand liverwurst made in Virginia. The products shipped to retailers or sell by date. 9.5 to 9.5 pound and 4.5 pound full product, various weight packages, slice retail deli containing Boar's Head Virginia ham, old fashioned ham, 4 pound Boar's Head Italian Cappy style ham with a sell by date of August 10th. 6 pound Boar's Head extra hot Italian Cappy style ham, August 10th. 4 pound various retail delis containing Boar's Head bologna with sell by date of August 10th. 2 5 pound or various weight packages sliced in retail delis containing Boar's Head beef salami with sell by date of August 10th. 5 packages. 5.5 pound of various weight packages containing Boar's Head bacon heat and eat. 3 pound Boar's Head garlic bologna and 3 pound beef bologna. The multi-gun man is in the house. Says Bird. Hey Bird, how's it going? Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, sorry I'm late. Did I miss kissing Dax? There's been no kissing Dax as of yet. The Random Menace says, greeting from the future. I am crazy. I am the crazy cat lady. Welcome, Random Menace. Random Menace. LDG says, Trump wanting to give cops federal immunity is depressing. You give them federal immunity, but there's only the federal crimes. Mike Richards says, I'll be back. The Burdinator. Mike Richards says the Krogan space program needs to rescue the astronaut. Oh, we should. We'll get those astronauts down here. Lickety split. George Peter Gassis says, greetings, Bird, and everyone. Qapla, George. Admiral Sieg says, I have solved the great Queen's deodorant shortage. Dwayne Reed is bankrupt and can't restock. We will all smell bad soon. Deodorant arrives in fall on a Tuesday. Dr. Scotty says Listeria makes a mouth, makes a nice wash, makes a nice mouthwash, not Listeria mouthwash. Hysteria. Hysteria. Asked Mike Richards. Dr. Scotty says Listeria mysteria. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says the Listeria is one of them fancy hotels in New York City. Stan Lee says the multi-gunman, it's time for a public service announcement. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says NASA has set the Dobby free. Dobby is a free elf. A multi-gunman says this Stan Lee Rogan service announcement. Stan Lee says, I think they are American. Unfortunately, I think they are American. The NASA astronauts are, I don't know if they're American, but NASA is American. Stan Lee says, dirty country full of immigrants. Star Trek nitpickers says Qapla. Greetings from the past. Greetings, Star Trek nitpickers. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, okay. So let's. Star Trek officially brands surprising Deep Space Nine hero as a war criminal. What? What the hell? What the hell is this about? No. Where is it? Where is it? Star Trek puts its greatest hero on trial for no good reason. Star Trek 2009, we get to witness a legendary part of Kirk's history, his cheating to win on the otherwise unbeatable Kobayashi Maru test. In order to drum up some tension before our young crew ships off on the Enterprise, this cheating led to an intense disciplinary hearing that was presented with all the pomp and circumstances of a trial. To this day, it remains the most baffling part of the movie because Kirk had already taken the test multiple times, and the hearing did nothing but waste the student body's time. Cheaters always win. For this argument to make sense, I need to take things back to the beginning, or at least back to Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. This was a film that first revealed Kirk's very unique solution to Starfleet Academy's unbeatable Kobayashi Maru test. This test is designed to force candidates to face death and realize they might eventually face a no-win scenario. But because Kirk doesn't believe in that, he cheated so that he could actually win. While set in a significantly different universe, Star Trek 2009 is a prequel, so director J.J. Abrams used this as an opportunity to actually portray the moment that Kirk cheated to beat the Kobayashi Maru. He is successful, of course, but this annoys Spock, the Vulcan who designed the test. This accumulates in a disciplinary hearing against Kirk that ultimately interrupted when a distress call from Vulcan sends our heroes on a collision course with the time-traveling Romulan baddie, Nero. Now you're all caught up. Let's take this to warp speed. Why do I think putting Cadet Kirk on trial for cheating the Kobayashi Maru was a complete waste of time? For one thing, the student body was unlikely to learn anything from the disciplinary hearing because it was his third time taking the test. Kirk was obviously pig-headed in his determination, but if Starfleet's goal was to drill into that he might not always win, then getting his butt kicked by the unbeatable test twice over should have already done that. It's the captain we want. Maybe a no real win scenario. It doesn't have to make sense. What about Deep Space Nine? What does it have to do with anything? Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Breaking news. Star Trek puts its greatest talent trap over here. It's not breaking news. This is 20-year-old news. Whatever. You're not using Alexa the way Amazon wants. Yeah, no shit. They want you to be ordering shit all the time. NASA's image of alien planet 12 light years away gives astronomers chills. Huh.
But that almost done.
International team of astronomers employing NASA's Webb telescope captured an exoplanet 12 light years away and in a location that might be familiar to fans of science fiction. The alien planet orbits the K-type star Epsilon Indi A, which is around the same age as Earth's sun, but is slightly cooler. The exoplanet is observed using coronagraph and Webb's MIRI mid-infrared instrument. The exoplanet, which is several times the mass of Jupiter, is also one of the coldest exoplanets imaged to date. Exoplanets that were previously imaged tend to be the youngest and hottest. They were still radiating off most of their energy when first formed. So being able to capture an image of a much cooler exoplanet, such as Epsilon Indi, was exciting for the team. Interesting. Our proof, our prior observations of the system have been more indirect measurements of the star. Interesting. So,
Yeah.
I don't understand. So the bright ball is the planet, and I guess this whole black circle with the star in it is the star. But they've got it cut out right now. Mama pray. You pull the hose. Oh my God. The table.
It's stuck. Come back.
I am. I came down. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Hold on, people. I guess I should come up. It's.
Okay. I've got. Oh, bro.
I gotta come up.
All right. Okay. All right. Now, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you straight in the bed?
Yeah,
Okay.
I appear to be.
Okay. Keep
Sure.
the bed up.
Keep it up?
Yeah, the wheel is off. I gotta fix it.
Oh, okay.
Bring the bed up.
Bring the bed up?
Yeah, to make the table. This table is straight now.
Yeah.
But I need to screw the wheel back in. So I need the table supported by the bed.
Okay.
You got it supported? No. Come up to meet the table. Okay, okay. Let's bring it. Let me see if I let go what happens. Okay. Hold it.
Let me bring it more towards me.
I gotta get down there.
Okay.
Okay?
The wheel came off the table?
Yes.
Oh, guys.
Can you? Okay. All right. Can you bring the bed up a touch more? Just a touch more so I can get under there. Okay, stop. Give me a minute.
I'm just saying, I feel a lot better. I could bring the table up more towards me. Yeah, it's going down.
Now I've got the wheel. Okay, what do you want to do?
I want to bring it.
Okay.
Can I bring it
Towards you?
towards me?
We can't move it right now. It's leaning on the. Oh, forward, you mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was asking. It's okay.
If I bring it down.
You're going to bring it down a touch? Is that what you're saying? The bed?
Yeah.
Just a touch, honey, because I just have enough room to screw it back in.
Is it?
I can't move it. It's stuck right here. The bed is holding the table up. And that's what I need. Okay? All right. I have it in. Oh. In a minute, I got to get a wrench. It's in the spot. Getting a wrench.
Guys, we're in a perilous situation at the moment.
Okay. Don't let it fall on my head.
We
Okay. Clockwise. What's tight?
Tight.
Tight. Counter or clockwise?
Counterclockwise.
That's loose, isn't it?
Righty, tighty. Lefty, loosey.
I don't understand. Right. Oh, counter. Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right.
We're still here, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can talk.
I can talk.
I understand this. I don't. I can't get it to attach to anything.
Maybe we get Eddie. See if he's around. Yeah. Something you could just push under there for now. Like a blue step or something not quite as high as the wheel, but something that'll take the weight.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking. We'll take the way. Uh,
2x4, yeah, a 2x4, something, I don't know. Oh boy. I don't know how I got myself in this situation. So I brought the bed up. I didn't realize I had hit my table. I brought the table up and the wheel fell off the table. Unfortunately, the table is a very heavy duty Home Depot workbench that is now precariously leaning over the edge.
me. You what?
Yeah. And I'm deathly afraid that this could at any moment slide forward and crack my legs. Before you go back,
What?
before you go back down, could you please throw some pillows over my legs? God forbid this goes forward. Wait, don't do that. I'm sorry.
What?
Because then if I had to pee,
Joe,
it's going to.
it'll be a minute.
Okay, okay.
You need one over you in the front.
No, it's the front of the not going to come down.
Okay. Now I can't get it out. I got it in. Then I can't get it out, honey. I gotta go up again to
Right.
get it out.
Okay, well, if it's
All right.
okay, if it's there,
Yeah.
then can't it go down? Can I bring it down a little bit further?
All right. Okay, come down. Bring. I've got this.
Can you bring it down? I've got this.
Okay.
The key.
I'm hitting the key. Okay, cool. I don't know why the key isn't going on. Do you have to hold the key twice or something?
No, I'll get it. You hold it. You're holding it?
I got it.
Bring it down.
Just a touch. And let me see if the wheel starts to fall off. Hey. All right. Okay. 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 I'm holding the wheel. I've got something blocking it from coming this way.
Okay. I'd like to pull the
You-
table forward.
You can't. You're still too high. You're still leaning on it, on the bed.
I'm trying to see I'm not.
I kind of see you are.
Okay.
Okay. The back, maybe you're not. Okay. Bring the bed back a little. Down.
Yeah, it's not moving.
Okay. Once this wheel turns, it's coming off. It's turning. What are you?
Okay, yeah, you go to the other side. How is this clear? Is where does, I just want to know, is this on the other side? Is it still?
Clear of the bed?
Yeah, is it? This, is it flat? Is the side rail flat on the other side there?
What do you mean flat?
Where does the side rail end?
Oh, behind the bed.
Oh, it is. It's not that this is going to slide that way.
No,
In no way.
I didn't say there's no way. I said right now.
Okay.
If the table moves back,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. The side rail is still here, but it's not touching the table. But it's got like that much. The table is that much.
Okay. If I bring it up now, if I bring the table up now, it's
going to hit the table.
right, but it'll.
If you're going to move the table forward to you,
That would be the ideal. But if you don't think I can move it any further, because we don't want to lose the wheel completely.
yeah, we got to do something to it. Okay. Okay.
It's a little higher up.
Huh?
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to bring the table up.
The table up?
I'm going to bring the bed up.
To touch the table?
Right. Don't you want that? Huh? You need room to bring the wheel.
The wheel is in at the moment.
Oh, I thought you need more room. I thought you.
Okay.
Okay.
What I was saying is,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what happened with the wheel. I'm turning and turning. It's not connecting to anything.
Okay.
Okay. The wheel is in. Okay. All right. I hate to say it. We've got to empty this table.
Okay.
Finish your stream.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
I didn't mean end it this second.
No,
I'm
but
just.
might as well.
We have
We
to.
gotta end the stream.
Can't take the chance of all this stuff falling on you.
Guys, gotta end this stream. I gotta shut down the computer. So yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. I don't know what to do. Don't put the pee machine on the table. Whatever you do. Yeah. Oh my. Qapla all. Sorry about that.
I will try not to drop anything heavy on them.